Recent reports have come out that show that Jamaal Williams is a little upset with the Lions. Jamaal Williams said the offer the Lions gave him was disrespectful. On Friday, he told reporters that he felt disrespected by the Lions' offer. Williams said, "The offer they gave me, I felt like was disrespectful and showing that they really didn't want me to be there like that." Well, my initial thought after reading that is that the Lions 100% now guaranteed gave an offer to Williams. I know there was reports that the Lions gave Williams a deadline and there was some disagreements, but I wasn't 100% sure how much of that was true. So now there's reports coming out that Williams said that he got an offer, but he didn't like the offer. I guess it clarifies 100% for me that the Lions gave an offer to Williams. I feel like you can never trust 100% all these things that come out. Now, Williams said he got an offer that he felt like was disrespectful from the Lions, which I think is kind of interesting. How low of a number did they offer Williams for him to feel like it was disrespectful? When I first read this, my initial thought was that Jamaal Williams was kind of just pouting about this whole situation. He wasn't happy that he wasn't able to re-sign with the Lions. Now he has to go to the Saints. He really liked Detroit, and he's kind of upset that he helped turn around Detroit this season. He was a big part of the team and the change throughout the culture, and maybe he was expecting more money. Maybe he gained a little bit of an ego and overestimated himself and thought like he deserved more money, when in reality, I think we all know that Jamaal Williams doesn't deserve like a big time running back contract. I talked about it in my last video, but one of the reasons Jamaal Williams scored 17 goal line touchdowns was that he was able to walk into the end zone 17 times because of the Lions' top tier offensive line, offense, and offensive coordinator. Yes, he put up 17 touchdowns, but the 5 seasons combined before that, he only put up 13. However, he did have about 100 more rushes per usual in Detroit this past season, but still, he wasn't putting up huge touchdown seasons. So Jamaal Williams signed with the Saints for $12 million over 3 years, and the Lions signed Montgomery for $18 million over 3 years. Looking at how much Jamaal Williams has been paid in the past, $37.50 this past season was the highest he's ever been paid. And honestly, I feel like $4 million a year for Jamaal is pretty solid. And in my opinion, personally, I feel like $4 million a year for Jamaal Williams is kind of his max. It's kind of his ceiling. And that's what the Saints signed him for as well, $4 million a year over 3 years. Now, the biggest question to me is how much was Jamaal Williams offered? Was it actually disrespectful or was it not? Looking at the league, Jamaal Williams is now at $4 million per year, the 18th highest paid running back. And if he would have had his last year's salary of $3,750,000, he would still be the 18th highest paid running back. So how much do you think the Lions offered Jamaal Williams? My guess is that they offered him to a $3 million 1-year deal, or maybe a 2-year $6 million deal. I only guess that because if Jamaal Williams took the $12 million, $4 million per year with the Saints so fast, do you think that's the highest he would have been able to get? So I'm assuming Detroit's offer must have been lower. If that's the case and he was offered $2.5 or $3 million a year, do you think he deserves that? In my opinion, I feel like that's a fair offer for Jamaal Williams. If you look, DeAndre Swift is only on $2 million a year. I know it's his rookie contract, but still, I feel like Jamaal Williams may have felt he had 17 touchdowns this past season, and the Lions have a good amount of extra cap space. Why doesn't he deserve a good $4 or $5 million a year? But that's just me speculating. I could be all wrong. In the end, Williams said, "But it's all love for Detroit. Like, I know my teammates, everybody there at the Detroit Lions got love for me and all, but at the same time, we couldn't come to terms. And it's just funny. That's all." And to me, Williams ending it with, "It's just funny. That's all." He sounds pretty pissed off, and I think that's a little funny. But I guess it's not funny if he actually was offered something disrespectful, like $1.5 million or $2 million a year. But my guess is that it was kind of reasonable, but Jamaal Williams felt like he deserved more. In the end, still love Jamaal Williams. I hope the beef doesn't continue. And I thought it was funny that he brought a switch to signing. I don't really know what he needed to switch for, but pretty funny.